believe I've actually managed to make it work. Did you all like the song choice? That's one of my favourite songs of all time. And I'm actually live. I can't believe it actually worked. Throwing a tantrum on LinkedIn to get myself alive actually worked. Thank you so much for all the lovely messages. My inbox, I don't even want to lie. I woke up, there was 200 messages at like 8 o'clock this morning, and there's like thousands of them now. So it's been utterly crazy. Now, bear in mind, this is my first live stream. And I'm not the most technically minded of people, so I might screw it up a little bit. So I apologise in advance if I do. I want to do some massive shout outs before we start as well. Well, we are started. This is the start. But I wanted to do some massive shout outs. I know that my lovely neighbour Helen is watching, and she bought me this most beautiful bracelet that arrived this morning with my son. Luke got me a cape, which I didn't wear because it's quite hot in here. I got some candles from Ariel and Ilya and from Sarah, and I've had flowers, and I've been spoiled rotten, and it's been an amazing way to have my birthday. This is my first ever LinkedIn Live on my birthday, and it's been amazing. So I can actually see everybody's comments, which is nice because I can't usually see them when I'm on other people's streams, and it screws up. I have one apology to make. To Joanna, I am so sorry. I tried really hard to get Zoom to work so I could have the auto captions, and it didn't work. So I'm very sorry, and I hope that you have your hearing aid and that you are able to lip read or at least understand what I'm saying. But I will try really hard to sort it for next time. I felt really guilty that I couldn't get that sorted, but Luke and I did try, did my best. Hi to everyone in the comments, James, Cheryl, Brian, Brenda, I can't even keep up. There seems to be a lot of you here. I don't know how many. I guess I'm not going to be able to see how many of you there are, but probably best. Might get intimidated if there are. Guy, no, yours hasn't arrived yet, but that's very sweet of you. Thank you very much. Tom, I'm not going to take questions just yet. I actually wanted to ask you guys something. I really wanted to know a few things before I bring Luke on, because I'm going to ask him these questions as well. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Ariel. 85 people. Oh my gosh. That's all right, isn't it? Oh my God. In the middle of the day. No pressure. Just relax. It's fine. Absolutely fine. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Is there a limit? Are we going to go over the limit? Anyway, right. So the first question I wanted to ask to everybody is, and this is for my interest as well as for everybody else's, what do you think is the real key to success on LinkedIn? Maybe that's what you've witnessed from me over the last year, or what you've witnessed from other people. But I want to know what your perception is of somebody who really does well on LinkedIn. Like, what is it that they have done to succeed from your point of view? Because 26 has never looked so good. Thanks. And I'm not even using the Zoom beauty filter because I couldn't make it work. Just the normal makeup filter. So if anybody can tell me in the comments what they think the real key to success on LinkedIn is, because I want to know, because I get my clients to ask me this all the time. What is the key to success? Jess, giving. I think that's probably what I would have said. Ilya said authenticity, being honest and personal, keeping it real. I think those are, I don't know how to feature people's comments on here at the moment. My dog's trying to get involved. But one of my dogs is really trying to climb up on my lap right now. I think that's true. Making a connection, passion. I think passion's true. Passion for socializing. Consistency. Yeah, consistency is really important because it builds that trust and familiarity and helps people get to know you. Yeah, Lauren, being your real self. I mean, I think people will say that's something that I am. And people are, who's so authentic? I'm not authentic. I'm just too lazy to be anything else. These comments are moving so quickly. Cheryl, it's not actually Rooster. Do you want to sit? Look, this is Bronson being needy. Look at him. He's literally got his leg. Oh, yeah, you winking at everyone. Yeah, of course you are. He's getting jealous of everybody's attention. Authenticity, consistency, and value-filled content. Adoyo, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Adoyo, tell me if I'm wrong. I think that one's really true. Authenticity and consistency and value-filled content. I actually was having this conversation this morning. I had the pleasure of training Steve Trista this morning. I don't know if he's in the audience. There's so many of my lovely clients in the audience as well. So it's so great that you're all coming to support me. I really appreciate that. Hi, John. Conversations, public and private, are the gold of LinkedIn. That's something that I say to my clients all the time. Making sure that you're connected to people that you can have conversations about your expertise. Because if you're having public conversations, other people are consuming those comments. And without even meaning to, you're asserting your authority in a really subtle way and allowing people to see what you know that you're good at, without feeling obligated to actually comment and engage. If anybody's got any questions for Luke as well, because Luke's going to be on here. Sam, thank you very much. Ilya said connecting and giving the client real and actionable solutions. I think that's really true. Lots of bits of advice. For me, especially when I'm creating video content, it's about creating the maximum value by taking the very least from someone. So I've been doing it recently with TikTok videos, and the TikTok videos have been really well received. Not necessarily on TikTok. My following on TikTok isn't very big, but it's the being able to convey something really valuable in under 30 seconds. So you guys have spent very little time engaging with me. There's no, 30 seconds of your day. That's no big deal. But you've got something really valuable in those 30 seconds. And I think that's been something that if you're creating something valuable in a fun, informative, very unobtrusive way, people are learning and they're enjoying learning. So they come back. Luke, has he used his umbrella? I don't know about that one. Luke's going to have to give us some context on that one. So, format for today, I've got a couple more questions for you. We're going to bring Luke on for 15 minutes. And then I have a very, very special surprise, a surprise guest who I am insanely excited about. And me and this person have a big announcement that I've been sitting on for a couple of weeks now, which is like the hardest thing ever because I am the worst at keeping secrets, and I'm like, I need to tell everybody. So I haven't been able to tell everybody, and I have kept it a secret pretty much. I've told a few people. So hang around until 3:30 to find out who that person is and what the big announcement is going to be. But it's really exciting, and if you haven't learned enough from me so far, this is maybe your opportunity. Nick, I don't have any cake because I'm trying to lose the snacking pounds that I put on during lockdown. So this wasn't here before lockdown. This bit, it's fine. I've been going to the gym and eating salad. It'll be gone like by next week. It's not Jonathan Palmer. No, I don't think Shay would lend him to me. I don't think she lends out her sidekicks. So I had another question for you all because you just did so well answering that question there. I want to know, when you logged into LinkedIn and you started using LinkedIn, what was your biggest surprise? Like, because for me, logging into LinkedIn, I didn't think, I had no idea of the community that existed on LinkedIn, or that I could have fun. I did not know that LinkedIn could be somewhere that was fun. So I'd like to know, what was the biggest surprise for you when you came onto LinkedIn? Because actually, in some of the sales copy that I'm creating for my digital course, I'm having to tap into some of these things, the things that people don't expect from using LinkedIn, and what benefits they've had and surprises they've had. Becky said the community feel, that definitely, how positive it is. Thank you for stopping by, Rachel. How lovely everyone is. I totally agree with that. One of my favorite things about LinkedIn is how people support each other. And I try to explain to my clients, I'm like, LinkedIn's not Facebook. It's so much better. And it's almost like everybody operates on this slightly higher level of intelligence, where we actually realize that supporting each other is the quickest way to get to the destination that we want to get to. And that for me it's all about elevating each other. A rising tide lifts all ships kind of thing. When we're all working together to support each other, we get to where we want to be quicker. And it really surprised me. I've not been in an environment like that with other people. Ilya says was to find the artists, performers, and people having so much fun. I totally agree. Tom Belmont is one of my favourites. Whenever I see his videos, he does puppets. And Steve, that I worked with this morning, he's an ex-comedy actor. And you see people like people on their live streams, like Cher Jones, her live streams are incredible. John Esperian said, the weird prediction, the guest is Darren Brown. I am really sorry to disappoint you that it's not Darren Brown, but I have got Luke just sitting, waiting, looking fabulous, despite not having the Zoom beauty filter. So shall we bring Luke in? Who wants Luke to come in? Should we say hello? Are you ready, Luke? Reunited. Luke's going to regret letting me on here. We're just like absorbing all of the people from the newsfeed. They're all here instead. How are you?
A bit busy. Oh, bollocks. I'm good. How are you? Having a good day?
Did you like my decorations? I bought I've got a neon rainbow, everyone. That was one of Luke's gifts to me. Was a neon rainbow, and some decorations. I had to glue tack these up though because I didn't have any way to hang them, and I couldn't be bothered to thread them. So, so say hello to everybody. Ilya's there. So Ilya's your new client, from what I've heard. And Ilya, thank you very much for the beautiful candle that you sent. I heard it was your idea, and it smells absolutely divine. Okay, Luke, Thomas has got a question for you. I want to say to you, what do you think your biggest success has been on LinkedIn? Like, what's been the key to you being successful on LinkedIn?
Wank balls. Fucking hell.
And that being the only person that can get away with cursing so blatantly on LinkedIn.
I think it fucking hell echoes what everybody else says about balls being authentic, because like I never used to use it or anything, and I would be this ridiculous corporate.
I remember our interview and you said shit Facebook.
Yeah,
that's how you referred to it, with shit Facebook, which is so true. That's what I thought it was as well.
Wank hole. Yeah, but like the place I worked at that told us we had to have it. They would have to approve our posts via email before we posted that.
What areas?
So I hated it, and I just thought, oh, it's not for me. But yeah, then I got to make a bit.
Now you go.
In the air blue.
Tom has just asked, how has LinkedIn changed your life? I think your story is quite similar to mine, isn't it? In not obviously quite different, but similar trajectory, in that once we relaxed and started being ourselves, we sort of took off, didn't we?
Yeah, like and bollocks, personally, like it's made me a lot more accepting of me and how I am. Fuck off, like I'm nowhere near as, I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of how I am now. And LinkedIn's been a huge part of that like, fuck off. People don't realize my videos don't go anywhere else. They are only on LinkedIn.
Is there an anxiety for you of putting them elsewhere because you don't have that community support like you do on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Because like if you put a video on LinkedIn and a troll jumps on and says something horrible, you don't even have to reply. You have an army of people who jump to your defense, which is beautiful. Like what an amazing thing to be able to happen is that people will jump to your defense and say, you don't have to worry about fighting this battle. We've got your back. I've had that on my post before, and I'm just like, this is just amazing that people are so quick to defend essentially someone that they don't know, but someone that they felt they've got to know. And I love that. I love to see your confidence soaring on LinkedIn, and not just on LinkedIn. Like, I'm very privileged in that I am not just one of your clients, but I'm also a close friend of yours, and also going to be officiating Luke's upcoming wedding.
Yes.
I'm gonna wear a priest's outfit. And they're going, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
While I just shout bollocks.
Best wedding ever, and I dodge drones. But yeah, I'm really lucky that I get to see behind the scenes, and I see firsthand the growth and the development and the confidence that you get in your business. We'll go from having a conversation where you're a little bit like hesitant about putting prices up or taking on new clients or conversation with clients, to you now where you're just like, oh yeah, no, I have to get rid of that client and I just have to do this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I watch, so I do for you what Jerry did for me. Jerry gave me a big kick up the bum whenever I was feeling nervous about things and said, Jerry Williams, she said, you need to do this, this and this, and you know, pull your big girl pants up and just handle it. And I now do the same for you. And that's what I was talking about the community. It is so like someone lifts you up and then you go and pay it forwards and lift somebody else up. We're absolutely live streaming the wedding. I will wear a GoPro on my forehead. I will literally wear a GoPro on my head and I will live stream everything apart from the bit where I'm really shit-faced drunk at the end of it and I fall over. Because you'll just get you down to the toilet or the bush while I'm being sick. And one of your sisters holding my hair back. That's going to be me. It's probably the next time I actually get to go out drinking, to be fair. 2023.
Yeah, not
So tell me, okay, what, and everybody in the audience as well, feel free to jump in. How do you explain LinkedIn now? So previously you explained LinkedIn as shit Facebook. How do you explain it now to people that you speak to that don't use LinkedIn? And anybody in the audience as well, tell me how you describe LinkedIn to somebody who's not using it.
So I tell them now that it's bollocks, like a really useful like networking tool. Like I tell them as well, bollocks, I thought I hated networking. Fuck off. Like the idea of going to like the business brunches, I would absolutely not for me.
Me too.
Yeah. But it's like just a casual, chill way of like networking. And as well as that, like I haven't got like just clients from LinkedIn. Like I've made so many friends on there. And it's just this huge pool of just amazing people. And like now, anything I need like website wise, copy wise, I don't even bother like searching anywhere else, but just LinkedIn, because you meet so many amazing people. And I wish I wish I'd have done it so long ago, but I'm so glad I've done it. But yeah,
my biggest regret is that I didn't log on to LinkedIn sooner and actually realize the potential. Although having said that, I'm not sure that LinkedIn was ready for us before. I think the time came on where it suddenly became a lot more social because of COVID, and we were all so starved of that adult conversation. Suddenly LinkedIn became the water cooler. Suddenly LinkedIn became that co-work space where we could network with other professionals. One of the things I always say to my clients is, if you don't have to spend more than half an hour to an hour on LinkedIn a day, and you need to forget about it being messing about on social media. You're marketing your business. If you're doing it right and you're doing it intentionally, you're marketing your business. And there is absolutely time to market your business for 30 minutes a day. You do 30 minutes replying to emails a day. You do 30 minutes of accounting a day. Marketing is just as crucial. So why wouldn't you do it? But if you could walk into a networking event full of your ideal clients on your way home from work for 30 minutes, just for a quick coffee and a chat with some people you absolutely know you can do business with, you would 100% do that on your way home from work every day.
Yeah, definitely.
But you can do it sat on your sofa in your living room, or you can do it sat at your desktop while you're having your lunch break, or whatever it is, but you can be marketing your business. And I think that's one of the most powerful things, is that LinkedIn now has gone from what I felt was like a corporate conference center where everybody's going, oh, I don't want to be here, I'm just here because I have to be, to actually like the cool hipster bar where I can hang out, have a laugh and a joke, bring my weird self. You can bring your full-on weird self or fabulous self, because you're wearing velour. Who else wears velour on a LinkedIn live stream? And you literally look like you have a rainbow coming out of your head as well, which is so appropriate. I did not know that was going to be.
That wasn't planned, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh, purely accidental, but beautiful coincidence. But to be able to do that and create a business, And I know that your business has absolutely skyrocketed in the last few months. Well, the last sort of 6 months, hasn't it? And you're actually taking on an employee now.
Yeah, full time.
And in case anybody doesn't know, it's going to be Luke having to deal with the like 3,000 or more LinkedIn messages in my inbox.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Well, that's why I just did an autoresponder, because I was like, I don't want to ignore everybody, but at the same time, I can't reply to that many messages. No. And my fingers will be worn to subs by that point. Donna, I love Donna's business has exploded on LinkedIn since I was lucky enough to work with Donna. Gosh, it must have been not far off a year now. So it was actually my 1 year anniversary since my first ever LinkedIn coaching session on the 29th of April. That was the first ever free one that I did, and I think my next was mid-May. So it's just please don't throw that on yourself.
Not again.
Live wet t-shirt competition. I don't think they're ready for that. I'll be like, live. No, take it away. She's been improper. She had a fabulous gay man drink himself. Can you imagine? Like, oh God, what have we done? Tom wants to know, where would we like to see the platform in 6 months, or what do you think they're missing or need to improve? I think, well, I would quite like a better way of managing my inbox. That would be quite nice. Yeah. Be able to view stories from people's profiles. I think that would be better. And, you know, be able to be creative without being penalized for being creative. That's my biggest problem, is the censorship on LinkedIn. Some of the biggest names getting like canned and banned because of a few pearl clutching oversensitive people. Do you know what? If I can do anything, our special guest has just popped up in the studio. So we'll wrap this up in a minute. Yeah, nobody knows, and I'm hoping it'd be really awkward if no one recognises them, won't it? Like, who's that? Who is that? No. Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I would like to see LinkedIn generally improve on is user safety, and banning people that are actually breaking the rules, and not banning people that are just being creative. I think creative license needs to be, I think we need to be allowed, like if you drop an F-bomb in a post, I don't think that's a bannable offence. But if you're sending inappropriate DMs repeatedly, and these people are getting away with it and not having their accounts banned, and then you get actual genuine creators creating great content that might just be a slightly, like, have the odd offensive word in it. I think they need to change that. And you know, there are women literally leaving in their droves. I spoke to a woman the other day, and she didn't have a profile picture. And I said, "Did you know your profile picture is not public?" And she said, "No, I don't have a profile picture on here because the amount of messages I get, I just got sick of it." And I was like, ridiculous. That's so sad that there are people that feel so vulnerable on a platform that is supposed to be for business professionals. I'm going to work on getting Darren Brown on next time, John. I'll get him to send you a telepathic message when he's coming on. I'd love to meet Darren Brown. I think I'd be a little bit unnerved meeting Darren Brown. Like, is he going to be able to read my mind?
He doesn't want to read that.
So we're going to say goodbye to Luke, because I've got somebody else lined up next. So thank you so much for coming on, Luke, and I shall speak to you afterwards.
Yeah.
Speak to you later. Okay, let me do this without actually getting me out.
Posing the whole thing.
So I have had something up my sleeve for a couple of weeks, and it involves somebody who's a pretty big deal on LinkedIn and who is very, very well respected in their field, which is a field that I'm in. And I am super, super, super excited to be able to announce that we're going to be collaborating on a project together, which you'll all be invited to. And I'd love to see a few guesses. If you can see any guesses in Bill Gates. Yeah, it's me and Bill Gates. Absolutely. Nailed it. He's single now, isn't he? Or is that Jeff Bezos? Whatever. One of them. Some rich guys are single, right? Anyway, this person, for me, it's a big accolade to be endorsed by this person and to say, I like wanting to work with me, because for me, I'm obviously reasonably new to the LinkedIn training. It's not something that I ever imagined myself doing. And knowing that this person's really seen what I'm doing admired what I'm doing and wants to work with me on a project has given me a big boost of confidence. So I want everybody to get really, really excited. It's not Mark Gaisford. I'm so sorry. Are you ready, special guest? Yeah, ready? Mr. Disney! Yay! I love that some people have actually managed to guess it. Oh, that's so amazing. Hi, welcome.
Hello, hello everyone. This is so exciting. Happy birthday!
Thank you. I know, 26. God, I'm getting over the hill. For everybody who doesn't know, I'm actually 36 today. I know. I don't look a day over 25. It's fine. I blame Botox, but yeah. So, Daniel, do you want to tell everybody what we've got planned and why you thought it was going to be a good idea to work with this, blonde girl that's only successful because she posts pictures of her cleavage?
Well, first of all, I want to apologise that I'm not Darren Brown. I wish I was Darren Brown. That would be too cool. Actually,
imagine social selling skills if we were Darren Brown, though.
That's true. That's true. Leah, I have seen your journey and watched it and been just so in awe of how you've built everything you've built on LinkedIn. And I reached out to you a few months ago, I think, and we had that conversation where, I don't know, it's like two of the most passionate people about LinkedIn came together. And I think we realized we were both on the same page. Our passions lie around helping people get more from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And together we kind of came up with this idea to actually do something that not many LinkedIn trainers do and come together to deliver some training. So I cannot believe that you and I are going to get together and deliver a 2-hour Ultimate LinkedIn Masterclass, which we're launching kind of today, or teasing, I guess.
So that's exactly it. So we have decided to launch the Ultimate LinkedIn Mastery webinar. It's going to be on the 7th of July. I can't remember what time we said it was going to be, but that's on the website. We are going to be launching it, and there is a link that Luke is going to pop in the chat where you can sign up to be on the pre-sale list. Now, pre-sale tickets are going to go out on Friday, and they're going to be £99, and it is a 2-hour LinkedIn mastery class from two people. I mean, between us, a 2-hour coaching session with one of us would be 6 times that amount, if not more. So for £99, you're going to get our expertise for 2 hours. There's going to be a goodie bag for everybody as well. But it's going to be limited tickets. We're only going to have a 24-hour sale for the £99, and it's going to go up to £149 after that because we're being absolutely outrageous in offering it for £99. But you are literally going to get two of the best social selling minds on LinkedIn. And not to mention, Daniel is a 2-time best-selling author of 2 of the most amazing LinkedIn books that are possibly available on Amazon, which you should all go and get anyway, because I've got one of them as it is, and I'm about halfway through it, and even I'm learning stuff. And Daniel has been an expert and doing this a lot longer than I have. So we are putting our minds together, and we're creating something that is entirely one-off, and it is going to absolutely blow everybody's minds. And it's going to be really fun because we've got a lot of energy between us. And while LinkedIn doesn't sound like the most enjoyable, exciting experience, it's not, for a lot of people, it's like LinkedIn, fun, exciting. It is for us. So Daniel, apart from our amazing webinar announcement, and if you do want, go back to that. If you want to be on the pre-sale ticket list, you will only be able to get the pre-sale £99 price on Friday if you're signed up to the newsletter that Luke's just put in the chat. I will also put it on my stories later, and I will pop it in a post later. We'll put it on this week on our own socials. You'll probably put it on your posts as well. So you'll have the chance to sign up before Friday. It'll be a 24-hour flash sale, and then that'll be it. And then you'll have to pay the $149. So aside from that, tell me, back at the beginning of your journey on LinkedIn, so we've just gone through these questions that I did with Luke. Mm-hmm. What would you say is your number one key to success on LinkedIn? What's the one thing above anything else that you think has been something that's helped you explode your presence?
You know what, Lee? I think the key for me, above all of the various things that we're going to cover a lot of in our webinar, is consistency. I have been doing this every day for nearly 7 years now, consistently.
Wow, 7 years? Has it been that long?
Yeah, no breaks, no gaps, just constantly chipping away. And the results are there. You've got to do all the right things. And I learned a lot over the first couple of years. It was a lot of trial and error, finding.
But that's part of it, isn't it? Is that you being consistent and not being afraid to make those mistakes. Like, not every single post of mine hits really hard. And I know that if I post a sales post, it's not going to hit. And sometimes I've done things that maybe, like, I've posted something and then gone, oh, that's a bad idea, and deleted a post. You have to be confident in the fact that you won't get it all right.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And you don't have to get everything right the first time. Okay, next question. What was the biggest surprise for you when you started on LinkedIn?
Success.
Yeah.
I didn't start using it with any expectations. I didn't go onto it thinking that I'd get engagement or I'd start to generate sales or leads and revenue. So actually achieving that through a social media platform was a huge surprise for me. Sales is my background, Leo. I've been out there knocking doors, making cold calls for most of my career. So coming onto a social media network, creating content, sending messages, and actually getting results was the biggest surprise to me. And even to this day, the success that I get, it's always a surprise. It's always an amazing thing to be able to connect with people and help people through this platform. So yeah.
How did you? I'm interested to know though, because you come from a very heavily salesy background. We're completely opposite. So I've never been in sales. I've never worked in a call center. I've never cold sold. Never done any of that, which is part of what makes our teaming up quite interesting, because we're going to be covering the outbound sales as well as the inbound leads. We want to touch on both of those because they're two things that we do really differently. Mm-hmm. But for me, my strength was my ability to network and socialize. And I've always been a very, very sociable, charismatic, friendly kind of person. And I network well. And I always have. My background is the party lifestyle in Brighton and traveling and making new friends. Making new friends has never been something I struggled with. But I'm not very good at sales. Like, I couldn't do outbound. I mean, if I did do outbound messaging, I'd be so painfully awkward. But how did you resist being too salesy on LinkedIn? Because didn't you feel that urge to be super salesy, or were you super salesy at first? And then you were like, oh, I need to rein this back in and be a bit more subtle and go more with the social selling as well. Because that's what you're famous for.
The irony to all of this is, Leah, that sales isn't selling. There are salespeople that do that horrible type of, but that's not what sales is. So even before LinkedIn, when I'm making calls, I'm not selling. I'm just trying to help people. So,
yeah,
you kind of say that you'd be uncomfortable. You'd actually be really good at selling if you reframed it in your mind. So everything I've done pre-LinkedIn and during LinkedIn hasn't been about just trying to pitch everyone and spam everyone with messages. It's about finding the right people, qualifying them, building those relationships, and then starting conversations that you can then progress. So I think
that's really key, isn't it? Like, not going in with that agenda and going in with, how can I help the people that I'm connected with? And then that help morphs into them wanting to pay you for more because they see how much you can give for free. So they're like, well, if they're giving that much for free, there must be so much more in the paid version. Yeah. And it's inevitably true. If you're an expert in your field and you know what you're talking about, what the service people pay for, there's no harm in giving a bit away for free.
No, you give value. You give to get. When you give someone something, there's respect.
That word, really. Value. But it really is. It's all about helping and supporting the people around you. Okay, last question. How do you explain LinkedIn to people who don't use it?
One of the best ways, there's two ways I explain it. One is it's like business networking online. So it's like going to a business networking event, which a lot of people do wrong as well. A lot of people go to those and miss all the opportunities that are sat there. But that's probably one of the best ways to do it. It's a load of people in a room, in a virtual room, and your job is to go and have conversations with them to kind of create opportunities. The other way I describe it for businesses is it's basically a leveler. It's a level playing field where the biggest companies and the smallest companies have the same opportunity to create business, to create opportunities. Some of the biggest companies are terrible at LinkedIn. Some of the smallest companies are getting more business from LinkedIn than their leading competitors. It is a truly level playing field right now. So those are the two ways I personally describe it.
I love, I mean, one of the best things two of the best things that I love about being on LinkedIn is, yes, I love socializing and meeting new people, but the way that the community supports each other, and not just each other, things that each other are passionate about. So I've seen Mike Winnick posted about his little boy helping one of his sick friends and raised thousands and thousands of pounds in a small amount of time. I did that walk for Darien House last year with Nick, where we raised £5,500 for a children's hospice that were really struggling during COVID, helping each other get jobs. Like, how many times have you seen somebody looking for a job in a situation where they couldn't, and I've done it myself, like reposting stuff for people, but you've seen someone's job post and it's gone super viral because everybody's jumped on to help each other out. That, for me, that is a beautiful part of humanity in general that we don't see enough of because we exist in our little bubbles. But when we log on to places like LinkedIn or Facebook I find pretty toxic, and I try to avoid Facebook most of the time. But when you see it happening on LinkedIn, you're just like, this is amazing. It takes no time whatsoever to just quickly like or share or comment on a post to help each other. But you see it happening so much. And it gives me a real, like, guys just said it in the comments, LinkedIn has become home. And I think that actually rings true for a lot of people, is that I feel like I'm comfortable when I log on to LinkedIn. Like, I'm going to engage with somebody that I consider a friend, and I'm going to be able to have a funny little conversation with somebody. And it's familiar and it's comfortable because you don't feel like you have to be anyone else. And when you can warm your clients up and make them realize that being themselves is totally okay, it creates this confidence in them and they light up. And then you start watching them do it. And then I got a message this morning from a lady going, I've had 4 times the amount of inbox leads in the last week than I had in the last 4 months, just since us working together. And really not from anything I've done other than to give her the confidence to be herself. And actually, and I'm sure you'd say the same, one of the side parts of doing the coaching is, yes, we can teach them all the tactics, but more importantly, it's giving them the confidence to use them. And that is something that I don't think most LinkedIn trainers do. I don't think that is a standard part of the procedure, but because of the kinds of people that we are and the success that we've seen, that by being ourselves, and we're both reasonably quirky and we're not necessarily like normal in the beige way, that's helped us to show people that they can just bring their full weird selves to the platform, and there will be someone with matching weird that will resonate with it. And that's a really liberating feeling.
It is. I think we are both very quirky people, but we also are very, very confident in what we've done and what we do. And I think that allows us to take our teaching to that next level where we've been able to achieve things that not many LinkedIn trainers or people on LinkedIn have achieved. Just going back to what you were talking about, the key, I think, to your success, and clearly I can see it in the comments through everyone engaging today, everyone here and yourself, Leah, as well, you are authentic. You're not trying to be someone else. You're not trying to be an expert or tell people what to do. You just want to help. And that is the key. And I can see it again in the comments. Everyone here, they genuinely want to help. And because of that, you're going to get so much more from LinkedIn. Pretenders, basically.
And that's the trouble, isn't it? There is you can definitely feel it when somebody is trying really hard to say the right things and do the right things and appear in a certain way. And then you sort of think, but I can feel that this has all got an ulterior motive. Yeah. And my ulterior motive was, I work from home on my own. Be nice to have a few more people to talk to. And I kind of want a few more clients. The reason I wanted more clients was because I wanted to help the lady working for me to come and work for me full time, and I wanted to help her escape her job. So the whole point of me logging on to LinkedIn in the first place was to help somebody. It just wasn't somebody on LinkedIn. So I had that mindset already when I started on LinkedIn, was I'm doing this all to help. And then I kept going and going and going, and that's when it started snowballing. And it was I never wanted to have a huge following. I never chased numbers. I never chased huge engagement. I wasn't writing things deliberately to go viral. But I think when you stop trying to do that, that's when you actually start writing things from your heart, and starting to really connect with people. And that's when I think the magic starts to happen.
because you want to give. You don't. Again, I see a lot of people, I'm sure you do as well, Leah, that are constantly trying to get likes. They're constantly trying to get engagement. They want to be a thought leader, but there's no end goal, and they don't last. They might get a bit of success and then they'll drop off straight away. The key, going back to the whole consistency piece, is to just be a real person. Don't worry about all the stuff. Some posts aren't going to do well. Some messages aren't going to get replies. Some days are going to be different to others. Just go out there.
No one's sitting there going, "Oh, that one only got 3 likes." No one else is sitting there. Only you care about that. Nobody else cares about. No one else is judging. And I think that's it. When you stop chasing the likes and the engagement, and actually, because that didn't work for me. And someone, Jerry, sent me my first ever LinkedIn post the other day.
I saw that. That was amazing.
So amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, did I? But I didn't have anyone in my network at that point. I had about 400 connections. It was like, no one saw it. And it didn't get me any work. Of course it didn't get me any work. But that wasn't like, that was 2 years ago. And I don't think I posted again for a couple of months after that, because I was just like, don't really know what to say. But I was trying to impress somebody else. I had a logo as my picture then. And I was all about, I don't want to say that because, these are all really corporate people and they're just going to think that I don't look like I belong here. And what does she know? She's just a little typist. And I had all this like massive crushing imposter syndrome constantly. And then the minute I went, you know what, screw this. I'm just going to do this like I do everything else in my life. I'm going to have fun with it. And I'm just going to be me. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll find something else to find new work. I'll just email people saying, hey, do you need a typist? But the minute I relaxed and stopped worrying about trying to impress other people and just posted what I wanted to post and what I found fun to talk about, that's when I attracted the tribe of people I was supposed to resonate with. My dogs are like, I'm sorry about the background noise, everybody. My dogs have just decided it is playtime now, and the puppy's and they're like little lions having a little roar in the background playing. It's just being really, really annoying. So Daniel, before you hop off to be a busy superstar, do you have anything else that you want to say about our upcoming webinar before you depart?
Apart from the fact I'm incredibly excited about it, Leah. Again, I've done masterclasses, you've done masterclasses. To bring two together, I just haven't seen anything like it before. And as someone who loves helping people, I know this is going to be next level helping people. So I really can't wait. I know we've shared the link. Go and check it out. If you are looking to do more on LinkedIn, have a read. If it's up for you, if it's something you think is going to be good, I would love to see you there. And you know what? Even for 2 hours, it's just going to be fun. I cannot wait to share. We did a prep call, didn't we, the other week, where we were sort of planning the whole 2 hours out. We should have recorded that, Leah, because the amount of stories and content.
And we just the ideas from us, because we've got a very similar energy around LinkedIn. The ideas are just like bang, 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 like both getting super, super excited. And if you can imagine that's on a prep call, imagine what it's actually going to be like, that vibe when we're actually doing it. Plus, it's going to be recorded. So if people can't make the live date, they will be able to purchase the recording from one of our websites. So you don't have to worry. If you're going to miss it, don't worry. You'll be able to get hold of the recording. So, that will be available for people. Obviously, you won't get the goodie bag if you don't come to the live one, but you'll still be able to get the recording. So I can't wait. I'm really excited. I'm humbled that you wanted to work with me. And I am, hoping that this is going to put me in front of a new audience as well. People take that dappy blonde with all the tattoos that thinks she knows about LinkedIn. Take me seriously. I'm talking now as well.
I was going to say, and you were coming up with similar things when we were talking, Leah. I have a lot of respect for you, and I think everyone does. I think don't worry too much about it. I am honored that we're doing this together, and I know and see all the LinkedIn trainers out there, and this is the first time I've collaborated to deliver a masterclass.
Is it?
I couldn't think of anyone better to do it with, so I'm super excited.
Hear that, everyone? Yeah. First time. Suck it. No, sorry, didn't say that. Thank you so much for giving us some time this afternoon, Daniel. And we need to get in a meeting to plan a bit more. But yeah, the tickets will go on sale on Friday, everyone. So click on the link, go and get yourself registered. You'll be able to get access for £99 for 24 hours. We've deliberately done it on payday, so there's no excuse. Done it on payday, so fingers crossed. Thank you so much for popping on. I'm going to do a little AMA with everybody before we sign off for the day, and I go off to obviously rave because it's my birthday. Probably just go to the kitchen rave. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and I shall speak to you soon. And go and buy Daniel's book on Amazon, or one of them, or both of them.
Thank you.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Leah. See you later.
You.
Bye.
So, what do you think of that then? I'm like a little bit like, oh my God, I'm actually going to be working with Daniel Disney. I am so excited. I hope you're all as excited as I am, because I'm a bit like, oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. I've still got loads of happy birthdays coming through. So I haven't actually fucked up any of the technical stuff, which is amazing so far. So I have 10 more minutes before I'm probably going to need to go off for a week. And my dogs are going to need to go for a week. So you guys have 10 minutes to ask me anything you want, LinkedIn or not. If you just want to know about me, God knows why, there's not really that much to tell. But if you want any questions, ask me anything. We'll go for it for the last 10 minutes. So if you've got one, put a Q in front of your question or a rainbow, and then I'll be able to spot it easily in the comment sections. And how good was Luke and Daniel? I'm very honoured. And if there's anybody that you think would be an amazing guest for my future lives, because we're going to do this every week, if you fancy it. So, yeah, let me know. If there's anybody that you would love to see me have on my LinkedIn Live next time, tell me. Drop that in the comments as well. What's my birthday wish? Well, peace. Marky helps me with my Instagram. She's an absolute treasure. Ilya should be on my LinkedIn Live. Ilya, are you going to come on my LinkedIn Live? Becky's asked me what frustrates me most about LinkedIn. The worst thing for me is the inbox. Trying to manage my inbox is probably the worst thing in the world. My birthday wish is for a holiday. I'm going to be trying to book a holiday as soon as possible. I'm just trying to work out where it's going to be on the green list in August. Sarah, we are going to cover about product stuff as well. I will bring that up with Daniel next time. We would like to focus more on that as well, because I think there is a place for product sales on LinkedIn. There are loads of, what do you think about Premium Sales Navigator? I think it has its place, but I'm not the person to talk to you about that because I don't actually use it. Premium I find very useful though, because of the extra features like the autoresponder and being able to view who's viewed your profile. There's no limit to that. That's really helpful if you're prospecting to find out who's curious. These questions are moving quickly. When lockdown is over, are you doing a face-to-face rave LinkedIn training? Fuck yes. We are bringing glow sticks and neon, and it's not going to be LinkedIn training. We're just going to have a rave. Becky has asked, if you were given an elephant, you can't sell it or give it away, what would you do with it? I had this question the other day. I would set it free because I'm not giving it to anyone. I'm giving it back to itself. Off you go. So I would take it on holiday to Africa or wherever it's from and set it free. Guy's going to be tuning in every time. Would you also consider doing Twitch? I would if somebody could help me set it up, because I haven't got the bloody first idea. I want to stream it through YouTube and Facebook as well. Cheryl, yes, you are 100%. Cheryl, we are doing a confidence episode, okay? We are going to do a confidence for career women episode. Is that okay? Are we good with that? Because I think that that's something that I think I can definitely help with. So yeah, a confidence episode would be amazing if you'd be up for that. Cheryl is literally, she's a confidence coach for corporates, so that'd be perfect. Yes, for a rave. The elephant would find you. They always do. Yeah, elephants. I mean, yeah, I've met a few elephants in my time. What did I get for my birthday? I got this really nice bracelet from my lovely neighbour Helen, and I got these beautiful rainbow roses, which is quite amazing. And Luke got me this little neon rave rainbow there. Yeah. I've asked for LinkedIn for a post link so you can create a bunch of posts that are all linked together. Well, that's quite a good idea. Kath has said, how can I be more like I am in real life, whereas when I go to post on LinkedIn, I'm suddenly stuck dumb? Kath, that is just, you have to one day bite the bullet and write something totally silly and totally out of character and go full, get out of your comfort zone. And then you've broken it then. You've broken the cycle. You can just do it. Guy, yes, I will get Travis to help me with the live stream on that. Clubland Leah, Rainbow Land. I love that. I really want to have like a LinkedIn rave. Maybe me and Daniel will have to do that next time. We'll do like a LinkedIn selling conference in person and then like an after party. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? Would that be fun? So like during the LinkedIn training, if you get an answer wrong, you have to do a shot. Just everyone gets really drunk and then parties afterwards. I don't know. I might be running wild with the idea a bit there. Rebecca has said, what will you take forward this year and what will you leave behind? I'm going to leave behind playing it small. So my business hit 6 figures in April, which, considering I only started it in July and it's pretty much just me, that's like, I'm a lone mum to a 5-year-old, and I earned minimum wage before I started using LinkedIn. I had a business that just about covered the bills, and I'm supported by the government. So I've spent this last year going, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm stopping that. I'm not a naive little girl who somehow muddled her way to a 6-figure business. I'm owning it and I'm going forward with confidence. I feel like I've stepped into my confidence now and I'm going to own it. And doing this live is actually part of that, is that I want to step into who I'm supposed to be and stop living as who I used to be, as someone who was just like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my gosh, I'm so humbled. This is so amazing. Like I want to be that confident woman that starts a multi-million-pound business, hopefully, or maybe that might take a little while. But I want a multi-million-pound business so I can just go and buy a yacht and live in the Mediterranean with like 5 Spanish waiters. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. So, got 5 more minutes. If there are any other questions, I've probably missed some, but it doesn't let me scroll down the comments. So if anybody has any other shots. I should not be encouraging alcohol. It's like 4 p.m. on a Monday. And I love that Therese Jaeger has just commented, because that used to be my drink of choice when I was an absolute party animal. I am the confident woman. Yes, I am. Ariel, will Ariel do a live? So we've got Ilya and Ariel. I feel like Ilya and Ariel need to be on one episode. We've got Jerry Williams will obviously be on at some point. We've got Cheryl. Are there any like celebs, like high profile? Obviously Jerry is. Is there any high profile people that you'd like me to get on? Do you reckon Andy Foote would come on? We get like the ultimate British combination. Andy Foote, I don't think Andy's still in the comment section, but maybe he would come on. Who else? They definitely won't let me have Jonathan Palmer. Maybe I should ask just trying to think. Ian, I don't know if Ian's there. Probably won't come on. I'll get Ian Dempsey on. You could all have some financial advice. You'd love that, wouldn't you? Because Ariel's not allowed to do it because of what's it called? Compliance. That's the word. James. I bet James would come on. James would come on from his boat, from one of the yachts. I'm going to ask. Do you think I can get James to take me on one of his yachts in Monaco? I would definitely like that. I mean, put it down as a work trip, can't I, then, if I'm doing it live? Expensive. Don't tell Jerry. She's my accountant. Definitely don't tell her about that. So, Dan Kelsall. Oh my God, can you imagine if I got Tom Hardy on? If I can engage Tom Hardy's attention, I can guarantee you I'm not going to be live streaming with him. That's not this kind of website. I require wine for my live appearances, so we'll have to be in later in the day. We can absolutely do it, Ariel. I've got live now. We can go live whenever we want. We can just do a surprise live. Should we just do like a random surprise live? Ariel and Leah get drunk on. Now I've worked out how to do it. But there's really no limit. Oh, I don't think Stephen Bartlett will do it. He's a bit busy being a dragon, isn't he now? Do you think? Be good if I could. Aim high. I'm just gonna send a few messages out, see who I can get on. Up, down, anti. Right. Everybody who is in the comments, if you're not connected to each other, you probably should be, because you're all freaking awesome. So get doing that. We've got a last 2 minutes. Whoever that LinkedIn, I can't see everybody's names because some people just come up as LinkedIn user. I don't know if that's like the privacy thingies, but whoever just said, oh, hey, you're private, so I can't actually see your name, so I don't know who it is. So Luke's just very handily reminded me that is the LinkedIn Ultimate LinkedIn Mastery link. Get signed up to that. You will get an email on Friday morning to give you opportunity to buy the pre-sale tickets. This is your last opportunity to do that. I'm going to post it later. I'm going to put it on my story. I'll put it on my Instagram story. If you're not following my Instagram, you should be. And Daniel will be posting it as well. So go and get signed up. And I will be announcing what time. I don't think I'm going to be doing Mondays every week because Monday's a bit of a tricky day. But we will work out a time. Do people prefer morning or evening? That's no point in asking that because you're all in different time zones. So how did I do? I didn't fuck it up, did I? Dogs didn't bark, didn't pull any wires out, didn't fall over, didn't throw a drink anywhere. Oh, it's Jerry. Hi. We're just talking about you. Guy, don't spell her name like that. She'll kill you. She'll actually kill you. So that's it. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and get some cake and I'm going to pick my son up and then I can have some birthday wine. And that's it. Thank you guys for everyone for being here. It's been really, really fun. Hopefully you will come back next time. And yeah, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my birthday. Thank you for all the messages. I'm kind of dreading how many more messages are in my inbox. But we'll work it out. Luke, over to you. You can deal with that. I love you lots.